comments by commending the CDE on an excellent report. I think it highlights critical reforms that, if implemented, could significantly enhance the SEZ program's contribution to economic growth. After the recent budget fallout, it's clearer that we need fundamental reforms like the ones in this report. We need them to generate the resources that we need to improve living standard, transformation, and redress. I would strongly recommend that the Government of National Unity should take this report very seriously. Just to comment on some of the big themes in the report, private sector participation. I think we all know that government doesn't have the funds to keep expanding the SEZ program on its own. Managers of existing zones, some of whom are on this call, will tell you lack of funding is a real constraint to their work. And that's where the private sector can come in. It can bring in much needed investment. But it's not just about money. Having the private sector involved will also ensure that new SEZs are well thought out. Right now, as noted in the report, we don't have a strong process to test whether new SEZ proposals are even bankable. If the private sector is going to put up money, they will want to share risk, but they will only do so for projects that have a decent chance of success. That alone will raise the quality of the proposals for new SEZ. The private sector will also bring in skills and efficiency. Unlike China in the late 1980s, South Africa does have a private sector with industrial park management experience. China, we should remember, did not have a private sector when they started on their road with SEZ, and hence government tended to do real estate management. It does not make sense in South Africa for government to be going around and creating real estate management companies in each province. It makes much more sense to let the private sector handle zones and free the provincial governments on urgent services that can only be performed by government.